Hi guys, and we are live on Wednesday, and it is Blam Partners Inner Circle. And today I want to welcome you joining me right at the beginning of a journey that I didn't expect to be taking. And this all came about. If you'll notice actually, we're talking about the digital detox journey. And you'll notice in the title, that's what this is all about. And I am about to embark on a digital detox. So let me explain a little bit about the thinking behind it, what I'm going to be doing, how I'm going to actually implement it, and sort of the kind of reasoning behind it. Because as an entrepreneur, we use these things all the time, don't we? We are always being bombarded by messages. And I think that is awesome. I think it's brilliant that we can be so connected to the world and we can get so much done with digital technology. In fact, one of the Blam core values is embrace the beauty of technology. And it really is beautiful because we can talk to people all over the world. We can form relationships with people we've never even met, as we do on a regular basis here at Blam. We can be really responsive to people's needs and to the to what they're after, and our technology allows us to do that on many different levels, whether it be through our laptops now, which are really portable, our pads that we use, our iPads, and of course our mobile phones now are so powerful. They just give us so much, so many more abilities. They almost give us superpowers, don't they, to be able to get our business done. And as an entrepreneur, I love embracing that technology. In fact, I would say that one of the thing that drives me and keeps me really excited about business is the way that technology is always evolving. It's really fast moving. So then why would somebody like myself think about embarking on a digital detox? And that's a very good question. Well, let me talk you through it. We've been having some very busy weeks at Blam. It's been really busy, and my working week is pretty much Monday to Sunday. And because we work in lots of different time zones, it means that it's very difficult to switch off, because the messages that I get can be anything from 6 o'clock in the morning when Australia are sending me messages, through to 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, sometimes later, when we're dealing with the West Coast. And therefore, my brain is constantly connected to my work. Now, you'll hear me have said this many times. I don't really find that much of a problem because I genuinely love what I do. I genuinely enjoy it, and I never feel overly stressed or annoyed by getting messages and dealing with my work, because it's quite a fulfilling job that I have. But I think that what I have noticed is, over the last few weeks where we've had a really busy period, um, my attention span is not as focused as it could be. My fuse is a bit shorter. And these are the kind of things, as pointed out to me by some of my loved ones and people closest to me, these are signs of stress. Now, I don't get stressed. I've got to be honest. I don't feel I'm not the kind of person that feels stressed. However, because of that, there's a chance that there might be some, underlying stress that I don't recognize. So I'm interested to see what would happen if I take away all of those things, the technology that means that I'm always responsive and always active. Now, it's a bit of an experiment, I'll tell you now, because my gut feeling is it might make me more stressed. That's what my gut feeling is. I've got a feeling not having this handy, certainly in the first, few days, is going to stress me out loads more than if I was using it and getting stuff done. And that's one of the things that I want to find out about. Now, the other thing that makes me want to do this is I like to challenge myself. And I like the idea of putting myself outside of my comfort zone. And the thought of not being connected to my business and, to the work that I love doing, even when I'm on holiday, because usually I work all the way through holidays, pretty much, on and off. I'm not far off as responsive as when I'm at work normally. And again, doesn't really bother me. I don't mind that at all. I had a short break a month ago and just work through it, and it's absolutely fine. So I'm definitely going to be putting myself outside my comfort zone by not having my phone and my laptop at my beck and call. And as entrepreneurs, we do need to challenge ourselves. We need to put ourselves outside our comfort zone. And I like to try and do that on a daily basis, and there's things that you do that you put you right outside your comfort zone when you first start doing them, like cold calling. There's a perfect example. So many people feel really challenged. I know I was, by cold calling or by presenting to a group. There's another one that can be a really big challenge. But as you do it and as you follow through and do it more and more, these things become, more of a thing that you're just very comfortable with. And so finding things to be uncomfortable with can sometimes, can get challenging because you keep pushing yourself. I have a cold shower every single morning to remind myself that being uncomfortable is an important part of your daily life. And so removing what looks like and feels like a really simple thing, I think, is going to be one of the biggest challenges that I've faced in a long time. So part of that journey is the comfort zone thing, part of the reason I'm doing it. And then the other side of it is that when we take away all the distractions, and when we get to the point in our holiday, so I'm going on holiday. I don't know whether I mentioned that. So I am going to be away, so that it's not going to be such a big deal for the team because they know I'm on holiday anyway. But when you actually remove yourself from your environment and then you take away the technology, I've looked at the studies on this. Stuff can happen with your brain. So the chances are I'm going to go through withdrawal, and that withdrawal, because it is an addiction. It's a kind of addiction. The amount of times that we look at our phones every day, it can be into the hundreds, and it certainly is with me. It's my go-to tool for business. It's what I use. It's you guys all know, get in touch with me on a regular basis. I like to be responsive. It's attached to me. It's like an appendage. It's like part of my body. And taking that away, there's going to be a period of discomfort, which will be like withdrawal. And that will be interesting to see how that goes. And then as I come out the other side of that, the science tells me that I should be able to sleep better. I sleep pretty well anyway, to be honest. So I'm not sure that's going to be such a big deal. Less stressed. Again, we'll see. I've got a feeling like I might be more stressed. And yeah, it's supposed to help your metabolism, because the dopamine hit that you get, which is a little dopamine hit every time you get a message, or you ping, or you're on your phone, you open your phone, it gives you microscopic hits of dopamine, and that's what becomes addictive. So when you take that away, then I'll be looking, for other things to get hit from that isn't technology. So my plan is, tomorrow, I leave very early tomorrow. I'm not going to look at my phone all day tomorrow. And then I'm going to check my messages just to see if there's anything urgent on first thing in the morning when I wake up. And then I'm going to put the phone away in the safe. I won't have it all day. I am hoping that by come Monday, and I've got past the period of all of the detox, if you like, then I'm going to be feeling much more clear-headed. And that's where what I want to do is do some business strategy. So I've actually collated a little list of things that I'm going to strategize on, and I'm going to see if that makes a difference to the kind of things that I come up with for the strategy, which I was going to be working on anyway, as a result of doing the digital detox. And so my hope is that whether I get a good result or a bad result, I can share it with you guys. I can share it with entrepreneurs like you to see if it is beneficial from my perspective. And for those of you that, do feel like you know, your phone is a stressful thing, then I imagine you're going to be getting a lot more out of, this kind of experiment than I might. But I don't know. That's why I'm trying it. It's an uncomfortable thought just thinking about not being able to, message somebody, respond to somebody's problem, help one of the partners. That is an uncomfortable thing for me. So I will let you know how I get on. But what I'm going to be doing is I've got several business books that I'm going to be reading. So, to stop getting bored, I'm going to be going to the gym a lot. I'm going to be doing a lot of walking. I'm going to do a lot of swimming, and I'm going to be reading business books. And then I've got myself a nice, clean, brand new pad, and I've got myself some coloring pens because I'm going to be mind mapping, because I'm going to be rethinking through everything that we need to do Blam Connected. So Blam Connected, I've already started that mind map, so I'll put that on hold, and I'm going to be doing a physical mind map. I love my mind maps of Blam Connected, and I can't wait to get that done. I've got two other big mind maps that I need to do for the Blam Partnership Program, and I can't wait to see whether this digital detox is going to improve my thinking, and that clarity of mind, I'm hoping, is going to give us some fantastic strategy that I'll be able to implement when I get back. Let's wait and see. I would love to know, absolutely love to know. In fact, I don't know whether Theo's listening to this, but he's done this over a weekend, and he was one of the guys that kind of motivated me. He did it last year, and it was forced upon Theo as well. For those of you who don't know, Theodore Hoffman, he was part of the entrepreneurial empowerment event that we did a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. He went and did a digital detox where it was a full-on detox actually over in Glastonbury for a weekend, and he actually, somebody bought it for him. So a bit like me, he's totally maniac, works 24/7. Not the kind of thing he would have done to himself, but a very successful entrepreneur who's a friend of his recommended it to him. So, and he bought in the detox package, and as they arrived at the venue, their phones went away and they couldn't touch them for the whole time. So this is an entrepreneurial journey that we're on, guys, and this is an entrepreneurial. There's entrepreneurial reasons for doing this. I'm not just trying to escape the rat race or anything like that. That's not something I'm really interested in doing, if I'm honest. I love what I do. However, let's see, and who knows, it might become a more regular thing. But I'd love to hear if anybody else has done anything like this. I've heard lots of different ways that people do it. I'm checking my phone first thing in the morning. Some people would argue that you shouldn't do that. I'm not going to need to actually do that for the first 3 days because I'll be over the weekend. But yeah, my goal is to make sure that at the end of it, I've got some strategy that I've applied with that clear head, and then I'm going to do a video next week. So this time next week, I'll have come to the end of the digital detox. I'll still be on holiday, but yeah, I'll do a little recording to let you know, because this time next week, we've got a fantastic video coming through from the guys at Hunger. So John's going to be hosting that this time next week, which is a fantastic app that we've got that is brilliant for if you've got customers that are restaurants or venues, that kind of thing. It's a fantastic app that we've partnered with the guys at Hunger. So that's one to watch out for. I'll be back off my detox then, so I'll be able to watch it too. However, guys, we'll see. We'll see whether this works. We'd love to hear your stories in the chat. If you want to give me any advice, I've got roughly 12 hours left of technology. So I'm going to be putting all the messages out, getting as much work done as I can in the next 12 hours. And let's see. Wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. And of course, Blam Partners, any of you that are listening to this, if you need to get hold of me, I'm not going to be available. And therefore, use the team, use your support tickets. You've got access, obviously, to John, Rachel, Alex are all available by WhatsApp. I'm not really worried about the business side of things because I'm pretty surplus to requirements on a day-to-day basis. I know the team are awesome; they can take care of everything. But I will let you know how I get on, and appreciate your support. And let me know any tips you want to give me. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a fantastic rest of the week, and I'll see you on the other side.